Hello everybody, welcome to Play and Behave. Today, oh fuck. By the end of the video I'll have a plan on what to do about this, but right now I'm fucking stumped. I don't know what stupidity went through my head. We've just done the blue car, and the only thing we had to do to that one, on the RD1, is fix that brake rotor protector. Right, we saw it was snapped in half. But on this one, a bit more serious shit to do. Oh shit. What the fuck just happened? Oh. Ooh. That was lucky. Okay, so I'm going to pull off that knuckle. We're going to replace the knuckle, and we've got to replace a lower ball joint at the same time. Probably do the lower ball joint first. You might be thinking, how? With what? It's coming. Progress. So close. Ta-da! That one came out. It actually came out a fair bit easier than I thought it would. Obviously the boot stayed in there this time, but that's not the end of the world. And I've only done a minor nuisance to the bracket here. Like that's nothing when you're hitting it with a sledgehammer, G. Come on now. Alright, so we managed to get the ball joint out. That was step number one. Step number two is to clean it all out. Now I've already done that, so I'm going to show you guys a quick after shot of it. So this is suspect in here. This is where the ball joint's going to go, and there's two parts that you that you should clean. So the ball joint is going to sit in this little cup right there. Okay. Now my one's in the freezer still because I want to keep it as cold as I can. And what I've done is I took myself a little bit of sandpaper and a screwdriver handle, swapped that in, and Bob's your auntie through there. Way to make me look stupid, Mr. Screwdriver. So that goes in there, Bob's your auntie, Now the other part that you want to make sure is clean is the cup that it sits on. So let's have a quick look here at my work, and you tell me in the comments if you think this is going to last 100 Ks, 200 Ks or 1000 Ks. It sure as shit ain't going to last any longer than that. But that's the fun part of it all. I don't want to give it another little clean, you know. I don't like how there's that dust in there. And it's gone. Just a little bit of dust, eh? I don't want to handle it for too long because, as you can see, it's mighty frozen. I want to try and keep it as strict as I can. This one came with a C-clip. I've had ones that haven't come with a C-clip. Unbelievable, I know. That's currently in the blue car. It's running two, I can't remember the brand of them, but they didn't have a fucking ring on them. Still holding up, but it does sound pretty bad. Like, passed it off, all good. Let's get back into working. The nut's still coming off nice. Just gonna pull the nut off, like so. This feels like a fucking magic trick more than anything else. Pull the nut off, slip it in, hammer it so it's flush. Then these parts come into play. Like this. As we'll get that ice off, I think. It's only gonna help. Alright, go time. Let's not stuff it up. You want to protect the boot as it goes in nice and slowly. I can't tell if you can see shit or not. You want to place that in nice and slow. I'm blocking the light. Fuck. Alright, so we want to run, son of a bitch, any second now. It's going to get too fucking hot. Alright, so you want to be really careful putting the boot in. As you can see, it's already starting to melt very quickly because of the heat of the steering knuckle. So now's the magic time. Oh, that hurt a lot more than it should have. Right, so as you can see now, the ball joint's in, the rubber is all protected, and we're sitting flush around the top. So I'm so sorry guys, it's a bit hard to see, but we're looking good around here. Okay, the next part is to put the circlip in there, so let's do that. If you guys haven't got yourself a set of these yet, they're really worth it. Little ball joint, little circlip splitters. You're going to see how they work right now. Whatever you do, don't lose that. Now we insert this little bad boy onion thing. So I've got my ring, my holes. I'm going to put the tool. Jesus Christ, this is hard work. Should have just been a fucking mechanic. Alright, so those go in there, and when you squeeze the handles, the circlip comes apart slightly. So I want to run that up on there, squeeze it over the boot, and then clip it into place. Now, there's the fun part. Tappy, 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 tappy. These back in. It is a bit of a patience thing, so you know, don't get all embarrassed and in your head about it, because it's just going to go in just like that. Just like that. It was about finding the right angle on the pliers. But anyway, that is essentially the hardest part of the ball joint done. Now, I'm going to loosely put this on here. I'm going to put my pin in too. I'm only going to bend. Made that hard for myself. And I'm just going to leave that to sit there. Now, this is all ready for when I go to put it in the car tomorrow. And fingers crossed, that will all go smoothly.
Why did I do that?
Here's why I have to eat humble pie. That looks like a brand new ball joint on a completely fucked hub. What the fuck was I thinking? That might be the first ball joint I have to do properly so I don't damage it. Hitting it with a hammer is only going to buckle it. And that ball joint's less than 2 kilometers old. This car hasn't driven. replacing the tie rod end. We'll get the wheel back straight again. This looks like it's seated really nicely, but we'll have to find out. Next, got the ABS sender unit. That's going to go on just like so. And you want to do that with the triangle pointing inside the car. I don't know if you can see. Today's not the day. To replace, so I'd rather not spend money on a part that I've already bought.
Would you like to start an insurance recording?
Nah, I've already summed up the problem that I'm having with it.
Don't you want to?
And that's a bit too small. Try and squeeze the boot down so they can fit back through the hole. But it might not. Oh no, it has to come out.
Got it! Would you like to say something to the camera?
Make sure you don't lose that, and make sure you put this back in the freezer so it's ready for the next one, and keep that out because you don't want that brittle. Success. So these are the tools that we tried. We used these to obviously pull off the circlet. This didn't quite work. I tried to put this into the center of the axle hole, the CV hole, but whenever you twist this it would just spin out. So I went to the rubber hammer, which didn't do anything, so we pulled out the metal hammer, managed to get it started and finished it off with the rubber hammer. And it seems stiff as shit still, so.
And important to just say you put the bolt on the end so you don't damage the...
Yeah, so very good point. We put the nut on the end so we didn't damage it, but it feels pretty damaged. So I've got both sides completed now, and as you can see, that hole is pointing directly towards the brake shield, which is what you guys have hopefully figured out down in the comments below. Is that now you've got to poke it through halfway, then bend it, and then get it through the other side. Best way to put it is this pin is set up like a front wheel drive, and that pin is set up like a rear wheel drive. If you don't get what I mean, I did have one casualty. That casualty was the left side tie rod end. That thing there was an absolute bloody nightmare. The threads were stuffed and the whole thing was spinning no matter what I tried. I tried to clamp it down with vices and a couple of other tricks for those tapered joints, but none of them worked. I didn't have to angle grind it, but I did have to break all the rubber off it and yeah, get onto it with slack jaws. Good times. I'm happy it's done, but tie rod video to come soon now. Yay! Pick apart. See you soon.